cycle is proudly supported by My Balanced Life, helping you find inner balance through individual, corporate, and community wellness programs. My Balanced Life offers wellness sessions across many disciplines, including Chinese medicine, which was discussed in this month's book, Seeing Red. Fully licensed and registered practitioners are available for one-on-one in-person treatments and virtual coaching sessions. As a valued Book Interrupted listener, you can book a free 15-minute consultation at www.mybalancedlife.ca/bookinterrupted. That's www.mybalancedlife.ca/bookinterrupted to learn more and book your free consultation. You can find the link in the show notes below.
I think that one of the things that we won't talk with the author, but is really good about the book, is it doesn't just talk about periods, but it talks about mindset and not focusing on pain or the story that women are supposed to have pain, and just say, you got to get out of that. That's might be common, but it's not normal. You need to start thinking about you don't deserve to be in pain. You deserve better. And maybe that's not what we have now, but it's the whole be the change you want to see in the world. Stop accepting it, and then things can change if everybody's on the same page. I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Do you know what else I like? I love how applicable Kirsten's distinction between normal and common is. Do you know how often I use that in different contexts now?
Wonderful.
It's the best stealsies ever. I'm like, she's a freaking genius.
It's like Sarah's new mantra.
It is. I say it all the time now to everyone about everything.
All the time about everything.
Well, let's do this. Well, who would recommend the book?
I think we have all been even already recommending it. Anytime the possibility comes up, that I could recommend
in bulk
it
as gifts for people of all my girlfriends' birthdays. They're getting this book. I'm not kidding. It's one of the most important books I've ever read. I've learned so much about my body.
Yeah.
So Kim, do you like the book?
Yeah, I like the book. I think that on a larger scale, I feel like there should be a prerequisite medical class. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On women's biology specific. That isn't an elective. It's just part of becoming a doctor, right? Where they have a woman centric focus, and they can do a man one too, but the man one is already what medicine is. And then, you know what I mean?
We call that the medical profession.
Right. We call that med school.
Yeah.
But so I want it because I think the same thing about teaching. I think every person who goes through teachers college should have a class on special ed and behavior management and these other things that are often on the periphery. I think they should be central, just like the content of this book should be central to a medical student's education.
Totally.
Because I thought this before when Mare was saying, we as women should be the change and don't accept that what's common is normal, or if I said that right, I'm not sure. And it made me think exactly. And we should have the education to support that. The education should indicate, there's a whole other half of a population here that have specific needs and or conditions that require specific treatments. And
the system has to change. And because men are in charge of the system, it takes a certain critical mass of women to push to a book like this, having us talk about it. And then this book made me want to talk about periods, and which is good because then you end up talking to men about periods more. If you want to make systemic change, it's hard when you're on the outside, the one without power. Just like when women are trying to get the power to vote or the right to vote, they had to push from the outside. And so things like this need to change the system, and not just education of doctors, but sex ed. Why do we segregate? Because it's embarrassing. Well, let's help preteens get over the embarrassment and learn it as just a medical fact or a biological fact, and do sex ed together. It's just
this would be great mandatory high school reading.
I agree.
For
you know what else?
For all sexes.
How about
it's an easy read too? It's not it's a good read.
Yeah, it's not like The Hobbit.
As well as being educational, which almost never happens, I feel like.
Well, it's a little like The Hobbit.
If anything, once they got to the end where that one mom talks to her teenage son about periods and telling him how to be supportive, and he's like, some people will make fun of the girl, and you take off your sweater and you give it to her, and like just teaching them how to be empathetic and understand that. I don't know, that story was just so great.
I agree. Yeah.
That inspired me. That bit was one of the why I in my period poem at the end, when I said I don't know if everyone's heard it, but I said the red spot on the back of my jeans is not a weakness but a sign of power. That was from that story. That's where I got inspired.
Dude,
so
nice.
So even just that story could be mandatory reading for all kids in elementary school. That'd be great.
Totally. It should just be integrated from, like, there should be a curriculum from kindergarten, which doesn't start necessarily with periods, but with the normalization of talking about the human body, similarities, differences. And
we've made it such a taboo topic.
Right? I want to know, Sarah, did you
talk to Mitty yet?
Her about your period?
Oh my goodness.
Oh
no, Sarah.
I know. I was waiting for it to kind of come up.
If you wait for it to come up, she's gonna get her period.
No. I know. I will. I plan on it. It takes me longer to think through these things. Like I'm really thinking through it. I was thinking, because I haven't done my dance yet.
Just leave a bloody tampon on the floor.
That'll start the conversation.
I haven't done my interpretive dance yet, and she's gonna help me with it. So I thought that we could talk about it then.
You're gonna have red scarves or anything like.
So I was thinking about doing it then, because we'd be having a bonding day of her, videotaping me dancing and stuff. So that's what I was thinking.
So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
No, I do. I don't want her.
And you're there. We're fine.
I know, but
we're not trying to peer pressure you,
except for the fact that we kind of are.
No, I don't want her to be surprised, right?
But how old is she?
8.
8.
Yeah, but my client's 10-year-old just had her period.
What? 10?
Yeah. And she was like, I just we had talked a little bit, but we were not prepped for 10. I was like, what
I thought mine at 14.
Just milk all day?
I thought I read that the average is now between 8 and 12.
It's lower now than
period.
It used to be.
Really?
I think that's what I thought I read. Maybe I'm wrong, but I
think you're probably right.
Yeah.
It's just alarming.
Oh my God, Sarah, you got to talk to her today.
Tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Book interrupted.
Interruption, but I think I'm going through menopause. So I had my last period was 9 days late. I even took a pregnancy test, which I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant. And then it was like, this is a bit graphic, but explosive period, which I've never had. I had to run to the bathroom as it just exploded. Anyway. And then it's only been 16 days and now I have my period again. 10 days early. So, which is crazy. Anyway, I feel like shit today.
Book interrupted.
Or honestly, if Mati wants to touch base with Charlie afterwards, we got, Charlie and I just did a little trip and we got every type of pad and tampon because Charlie just wants to play with it and just check them out and have a prepared bag just in case. And Charlie will show her. And you open it like this.
Out wanting to be an adult immediately.
Yeah,
I can't believe that girl.
Your daughter
wanted
is
to wear a bra.
40.
It was like, you don't fucking need a bra.
But she just wants it.
I just want to make sure we don't have to let Kirsten in.
I haven't got any notification.
I got my email. I haven't got an email from her either. I just checked.
Yeah, I checked too. If she doesn't come on, then
we can all just still talk about stuff.
We can still talk about these questions and kind of talk.
I wanted to know, Mare, did you get any period underwear yet?
I haven't. The brand I want, I'm they're on back order, but I really just want
I know. I was loving how I had already ordered mine, but you just like we talked about earlier, you researched all the brands. Found the best choices. I same day order. I didn't research, and I love that. That's just such
Did you try them out?
Yeah. So my period's due any minute. Okay. So I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm excited to find out.
I'm gonna try it hardcore, no tampons.
Yeah, I want to know that. I want to see that.
No cup. nothing,
Oh.
just straight
Yeah.
up.
Just
I'm gonna-
My
underpants.
heaviest, I got an overnight pair. It's like a short, and I'm gonna let her rip. I'll put some
Yeah.
towels down and let her rip.
Great. I want to know
Yeah,
that
I want to
report.
find out like if they really
Mhm.
work.
And I also want
Yeah.
to know about cleaning. Like, are you weird? Like, you're going to clean it in the sink and then put it in the
Oh.
wash? Or are you going to just
Yeah,
throw
I
it in
guess
the
we're
wash?
going to work. I'll have to
Have a little bag. They literally say that on their website that you should.
It's
carry a
Double
plastic
diapers.
bag for this reason because I ruin underwear all day long.
But then
Have
how, like,
emergency
when you're,
underwear at work.
are
You mean
just
in the
gonna-
washing machine?
It's
Yeah,
what I
like, you're going
do.
to throw it right in the washing machine all bloody? Or are you going to wash it
No,
in
I'll
the
probably
sink
put it in
first?
like a basin and wash it separately, like hand wash it because they're
Yeah.
so fucking expensive that I'll do it like I do my fancy lingerie.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't wash anything by hand. Yeah, I'm like
Yeah,
hand
normally
wash.
I
That
don't,
means
but
hand wash
really
cycle in the washing
Yeah,
machine.
that means the delicate rinse cycle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll lay things out to dry. That's as far as I go. But I don't own anything that's nice.
Has everyone followed Kirsten? I just added her to social media
No.
now,
Yeah,
so
I'm
I can
following
follow
her.
the heck out of her.
Haven't.
I
I'm
go
not
to
good at
I
that.
I'm following Brazen. Like I went to their Facebook and I did the little
Oh, good one.
I did the
Okay.
questionnaire.
Oh, yeah?
And you know what? Actually, my last period, this is why I really want to ask for the perimenopause thing, is so I got it at 23 days, but it lasted 2 days. That's it. And then it was gone.
Oh.
And yeah, it was really weird. It was like, and it wasn't bad like the other ones. It didn't feel like I was shot by a tranquilizer gun or anything, but I reduced my caffeine, but now it's even less. So I wonder, remember?
Yeah,
it
my
maybe is
last
just
one that was
perimenopause.
late was super short too. Like, so it's late. So I'm like, well, this isn't going to be short. And then it came, and then I was like, wait, is it going away again? Like, it was so light. I was
Mine
like, is it
wasn't
going
light,
away?
but it was only 2 days.
Yeah, I kind of had a little question about like the symptoms of PCOS and the symptoms of perimenopause, and also PCOS can start because you're in perimenopause are so similar that it's like, how do you know which is which?
Oh.
Is it
Yeah,
just
that's
age?
what I want to know. Like, do I have an underlying physical, like a underlying medical condition that is, my periods are trying to signal that something's wrong? Or is it that I'm going through
Completely
perimenopause
normal.
and my system's like all messed up because of that, right? Like,
Yeah, that's like, I feel like I have PCOS, at least mimicking symptoms, but I
Yeah.
think they're brought on because I'm in perimenopause.
right.
Oh.
Because she said that, like she said, like that's one of the reasons PCOS starts. So it's
Get out
like,
of town.
Have you been did you go to the doctor and they said,
I
oh,
went to a
Impaired-
hormone specialist, but he
Yeah.
is a man. Boo. And this is what he does. He does men's clinics too. But he's written some books. He works heavily with, do you guys know the movie Concussion with Will Smith?
Yeah.
About, so he works with that doctor, the guy that Will Smith played.
Wow.
Get out.
Because concussions cause so much hormone imbalance. So he works with
Makes
him on
sense.
protocols for a lot of athletes that have hormone related issues. And so I think, and he's like, he seems almost like a little bit like savant-y. Like he's like,
Got it.
like you're like, okay, or he has the world's worst bedside manner. It could be that.
Or a
he's
combination
gynecologist and a
thereof.
hormone specialist. And I got all my blood work done separately through my naturopath. And like my GP says this is okay, but my naturopath says, well, they have different ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julie
But
taught me that
Yeah.
you sometimes it's helpful to the patient to consult ranges in blood work with a naturopath because they're going to have different UIs or upper limits or IU, whatever those are, than what a classically trained doctor will say is
My
okay.
doctor just doesn't, like all our doctors, they don't have time. They have too many patients and they have 12 minutes to deal with one issue. So I pay the big bucks to see the naturopath to break down these things with me. And regardless, I had to do something. It was like that or get divorced. I was having so much rage. I was psychotic. Like I was like, you're going to have to take me to a mental institution because I would get such bad rage attacks. I was drier than the Sahara Desert. and I was growing hair like I was starting, like we all get hairs on our chin, but I was growing whiskers like up into here.
Wow.
My butt got really furry.
Wow.
Oh God, like I was so wild. It was so upset. I had awful acne all under my chin, like cystic acne.
And then you'd be done your period and it would like drop. Yep.
Oh my God. And I'd go like 40 days and then I'd go 10 days on it. Like my periods were everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
And
You
I was
had
just like,
all
I
the
guess-
symptoms. It's like
yeah,
every
but
symptom.
I didn't know because I'd never talked to anybody about menopause in my whole life.
Yeah.
And that was when I was what, like 35?
Mm.
Remember, Kara? I was
Right,
crying
so
all
you don't
the
even
time. Like
know.
I'd call you and
Yeah.
I'd just cry all the time. My anxiety was insane. I was total shut in.
Yeah. And then you'd
Wow.
finish and you're like you'd be done with like premenstrual symptoms, have your period, and then boom, it was like you were a different person. And I'd be like, so how you doing today? Oh yeah, I got this.
I was such a mess. Like I can't even talk about it. I cried through a lot of these PJs for this because I was just like, I have like, if I don't know, I don't really believe in soulmates, but if there was one, it's Brandon. And like, I was just so awful to be married to. And reading this book was so emotional for me. I just like, God bless the people that sit with us, like Lindsay, like Laird, sitting with you when you're in pain. I bet
You're gonna make me
know.
cry.
I
yeah, like these
know.
partners or our moms and dads that like my mom has cleaned so much blood out of my sheets, you know? Like I'm
Oh
just
my
wasting her
God.
money. I mean sheets.
Yeah, I had to
it's
go
just like-
down. I stayed over at my parents once, and I was overnight, and it, flowed or whatever, and I had to go down, and I'm like, Dad, I need stuff to clean the thing, and he's like, what happened? What happened? So I had to be like, well, Dad, you've met my dad. He's a very manly man.
He's such a manly man.
And I was like, Dad, well, my period, the blood went everywhere, and I have to clean the mattress with something. He's like, okay. And he just went and got me some stuff and gave it to me, and he was so fine with it. And I was like, oh, that's so nice that he was so, okay with the fact. And I was so embarrassed and like, which
Yeah, he like didn't even make it a thing. He was
Oh
Oh
like,
my
he's like,
gosh.
matter of fact,
What?
I just heard from Kirsten.
what?
What happened?
She got in an accident and she's waiting for the police.
Oh
Oh my
no, is she
God.
okay? Is she
I don't
hurt?
know. She just did a quick type. I am so sorry. I got in an accident this morning and I'm just waiting for the police.
She doesn't have to be
Oh.
sorry.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to get back to her and tell her that we just
Yes.
wish her
Yeah, it's
Like-
totally okay.
good luck with everything?
Send her a thing, and I hope
Well,
she's
maybe-
okay.
Maybe she can come on if she's okay next week for
Yeah.
like half an hour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on
Um,
next week.
Whoa, all
Um,
that buildup of nervous anxiety.
know.
for her.
I'm
I
actually
just
like
hope she's
I'm
okay.
not. Yeah, I'm actually like a little relieved now. I'm like, ooh, we could do this, but I'm not happy that she got an accident.
I'm a little. It's nice to know what happened because I'm totally my mom, and part of me is just like she's probably fine, It's
Yeah.
just, and she like, but like, there's a part of me that goes like, did she get into an accident? Has she done this? Has she done that? Right? Like, my mom
Yeah.
is totally about that. Like, what's going on?
Jeez.
Too.
I hope like part of it wasn't her being like, oh, I got to get there on time. Like her mind being somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Oh my God. If we found out that. I
No,
think
don't
we'd
She
go
wouldn't
there.
tell us. She wouldn't tell us that. She's
That's
look,
so
she's,
mom.
cares about
That
other people.
Immediately so mom.
That's why I can say it out loud with you guys because you know it's my mom.
Oh my,
That's just our mother speaking right through both of us. I
You
thought
know,
it was because of us.
There's this,
We
there's
caused
this,
the
like-
accident. It was
It
our
was-
fault.
There's this
Oh my mom.
If you've enjoyed these video highlights, listen to the full episode on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when new episodes are published. Find out more by going to www.bookinterrupted.com.
Book Interrupted.